Good evening, humans. TrackTribe here, and tonight we're taking a look at the Plunderlings Plunderstrong Fawn Roam figure from Lone Coconut. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this figure looks awesome and just more fun stuff that we come to expect from Lone Coconut and the Plunderlings line. Just really good stuff. I mean, a lot of the body here is what we saw with the figure I reviewed earlier in the year, the Cursed Naufrag, and just we get this like kind of furry overlay, and there's no pants. Not only that, but obviously we get hooves because these are the fawns, and really well done. Like that shade of brown, and nice sculpt, nice and simple. Again, there's like little touches of paint here and there on the body, but nothing really. I mean, mostly just that, kind of berry red color, just very, very nice. And I got beautifully painted nails, just like really perfect gloss to them as well. Really like the way that looks. And not only that, but then we get the face and just lots of attitude, lots of, it calls back to the Plunderling Fawn just enough. And I actually have that right here, of course. Probably my favorite Plunderling figure, period. And yeah, as you can see, kind of the two kind of different species that are related, at least as far as I understand it. And yeah, really, really cool stuff going on there. Then beyond that, just kind of the fur overlay we got here, which hangs over but doesn't hinder the articulation, which we'll get into later. Pardon me. I think the only thing I would have liked better design-wise, the horns were kind of a little bigger, or maybe a little like thicker, so they stuck out a little bit more, kind of like they do on the Plunderlings Fawn. They're a little more pronounced here. I kind of was hoping for that for this, but still looks awesome. I'm still definitely very much a fan of it. And yeah, that will do it for aesthetics. We get a fantastic loadout of accessories with the possibility for more, which I'll get into in a minute. But really, out of the box, we get for hands, we get a pair of splayed out hands. We get a pair of gripping hands. Then we get 3 different head sculpts. So we get kind of our neutral face, just kind of the scowl going on right out of the box. Then we get more of a grit teeth style face. And finally, the just yelling, baring teeth face. And beyond that, and for hands, we actually also get a pair of Plunderlings hands, which that was kind of strange, but when we get into the kind of auxiliary possibilities, that'll make sense. And then speaking of those gripping hands, we do get a pair of drums. Very nicely done. Really like the color they used here. Looks like carved wood. I get a little nice touch of gold going on there, and we get a design here on the drum head itself with that sun. Just really nice quality and looks awesome. And seem to be pretty solid pieces of plastic as well. Then we get a sword, basically a bigger version of what we saw with Fawn Grotto. So really nice stuff. Bright silver, bright gold. Same sculpt, just writ large, which is awesome. So those extra accessories through plunderlings.com, not through Entertainment Earth, where this is exclusive. Though they had them available twice, I was able to get in on the second one. They do have the hatchlings. So you can see here, you have a space for your hands for your Plunderlings, and the heads could be either, which is awesome. The pack comes with 2, and you get 2 fists as well. So you get 2 fists there, 2 fists here. So I think that's what the extra fists are for if you get this pack. And beyond that, you can also get the muscle crate, which comes with extra hands for our main figure here. So we get a pair of fists, we get a pair of splayed out hands. You can see that hole, that is a magnet. So if you have Plunderlings, probably not gonna work, so I'm trying to do this on camera, and I can feel the magnet just like trying to do its thing. Yeah, it's not gonna work here. Probably the fawn's probably the worst one to use this for, but it is there. And then finally, we get some pinkies out, small grip hands. You can see you can probably fit some of the Plunderlings accessories there. I really love they did the pinky out thing as well. Just really, really nice touch. Vertical hinges as well, so beautiful. And that will do it for accessories. We get impressive articulation and balance here out of Roam. As freestanding kicks, I was not expecting this, especially because we do have the loose hip issue that we had with the other Plunderstrongs, but I'm impressed. But getting into the other points of it, we do have a ball hinge for the head. So of course we get all the up, all the down, not too much on the tilt because we are running into the ears/horns. Of course, rotation. We do still have the butterfly joints. You can kind of see them there. So can move back, can move forward. We are going to run into this overlay just a little bit. So it's going to kind of inhibit that, but not a ton. We do get into a perfect T. We get bicep swivel. We get single jointed elbows, which do go past 90. We get hinge and swivel at the wrists. All of the grips are vertical, then we get horizontal for everything else. We still have our ab crunch, which is hidden nicely again by this overlay. So get the arm out of the way here. There we go. So you get crazy amounts of lurch forward, crazy arch back, just very generous hinge going on there. We get our swivel at the waist. We get our ball joints at the hips, full splits, positively beautiful. Front kick, crazy, perfect 90. We do get thigh swivel as well, both from the ball joint and from the swivel. We get double jointed knees, completely in half. And for the feet, we do get pretty much all the way back. You can see how big that disc is. We can come all the way forward, which is good for getting those more animalistic poses. And then not so much a rocker, but more of a rotation. Again, that's just the shape of the foot. So that will do it for articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here is with some other plunder beings. With some domestics. With some imports. With some monsters. Finally, with articulate icons, Oni and yours truly in human form as a Valverse Action Force figure. So my final thoughts on the Plunderlings Plunderstrong Fawn Roam figure from Lone Coconut is that this figure is a stupid amount of fun, just like all the other Plunderlings and Plunderstrongs that I've experienced so far have been. Unfortunately, this does still have the loose legs that the other Plunderstrongs had. Certainly the only other one I have is Curse Naufrag, and that one also had the loose joints. So, you know, a little bit of water-based polyurethane will definitely help go a long way. And yeah, but beyond that, I mean, the accessories are great here. The fact that you can get the extra accessories through the plunderlings.com website as well just adds to it. Unfortunately, the hatchlings are sold out, but the muscle crate with all the extra hands is still available, as is this figure on Entertainment Earth, where it is an exclusive. So I'll have that link in the description below. I also happen to be an affiliate of Entertainment Earth, so if you get this through my link, that helps the channel, and I greatly appreciate that. So yeah, just throwing that out there. Obviously you don't have to, but I appreciate those that do. But really, at the end of the day, I really just hope that you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. And if you did, to a certain degree, I hope to see you back, because yeah, I do multiple reviews a week of action figures related to tokusatsu, dinosaurs, monsters, pro wrestling, and more. So if any of that appeals to you, come on back. Let's have a time. Just escape the world for a while. But really, I just hope that you're well. I hope that all of your toy dreams come true. And most importantly, I hope that you and yours stay weird, simians.